mental break, the emotional break from it, physically, letting your body heal and rest. And I guarantee you, you won't miss a step. Erica's seen this, I know, a million times. So have I. Even when this young player I just talked about, she was out the better part of 5 months. She had her first skills practice the other night. And I'm like, how was your touch? Because she was worried about it. She's like, it was actually great. It was like so good. And I'm like, I told you. It's so weird, and I don't have the science behind why, besides like muscle memory. But when kids take a break from their sport, even if it's for a month or so, they go back to it. They do not miss a step. Timing might be off a little bit. Tactically, they might be like, oh, I should have made that run sooner. But in terms of skill, they almost feel like I feel like I'm better than I was before I took the break. In a week, certainly won't do anything to detriment your progress moving forward, especially if you're under 18 years old.
So, do you think some younger players are afraid to take that time off because that's the culture of the club, or they're scared that the coach is going to punish them and bench them? And, I had this conversation with Emily Neff. She's a performance coach to female athletes the other week. And she said that a good coach would understand when a kid wants to go try another sport or do their strength and speed training to
Mhm,
develop as an athlete and stay healthy. Like, what
mhm,
coach would say no to you being healthy? But some do, and some do punish these kids. So,
mhm.
do you think there's a fear because of club culture nowadays?
100%, 100%. And culture is the right word. One of the my favorite local soccer clubs around here, um, there's those late November tournaments, December tournaments. I might travel and go to like the Disney tournament or some warm weather. And then they're like, next 3 weeks in January, you are off. Done. We're not holding I'm like, yes. Like it's my favorite club. And coincidentally, if I were to name it, and I won't right now, they have the most success in terms of players moving on to extremely high levels. This will be a big hint. One of their players just went number one in the draft. One. And they have the most success with national championships at the club level. They take a 3-week break. But to your point, most other clubs, there's that fear, whether it's direct, a coach has said you take time off, you're going to lose your spot, or if it's this inferred or projected feeling just because of the culture of the club, it's like more, 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 more. Oh, we're not going to have practices for the next 3 weeks, but we're going to hold these clinics and we really suggest that you go. Like just have practices then, right? We've talked about what clubs do to make money, but so to answer your question directly, yes, and it comes back to what is the actual culture of the club, and is the club too afraid to take those breaks, even though they might know the science is there. Those breaks will help their players develop more. They'll win more. They'll have players that are in the limelight more, which helps them recruit more players to their club in the long run. It's like these clubs are codependent. It's like they won't leave these kids alone, and it just gets to the point where they want to get push away from that because it's just too much. And we go back to the statistic you and I have talked about all the time, where it's 70+% of all young athletes stop playing their sport by age 13. It's because of that culture, not the culture. Hey, it's off season, take 3 weeks, have fun, do what you want, get some rest, be a kid, whatever it is.